Hello and welcome to the myminimaths.co.uk video tutorials. And today we're going to be looking at the inverse operation, but this time with subtraction, starting with subtraction and starting with multiplication. So just to refresh from the first video, the opposite of subtraction is addition, and the opposite or the inverse of addition is subtraction. And if we look at the second question, we know that the inverse of multiplication is division, and the inverse, the opposite of division, is multiplication. So looking at question 1, this time we're going to be trying to find a missing number using subtraction. So if I take my bar, and I know that we don't know what we start with this time, but if I take away or subtract 1650, I know that I am left with 3225. So if I add together, so if I add, which is of course the inverse, the opposite of subtraction, it will give me the total size of the full bar. So if I take the 1650 and I add 3225, it will give me the total of the full bar. So 0 add 5 units is 5 units. 5 tens add 2 tens, 7 tens for 70. 600 plus 200 is 800. And 1000 plus 3000 is 4000. So the full bar has a value. If I just make space for it, has a value of 4,875. And next we're on to question 2, and this time we're looking to find out if I have 21 people and they have a bag of sweets each, but the total of all the sweets put together will be 4,956. We need to work out, well, how many sweets do they have in each of those bags, or how many sweets does each person have. So don't forget the inverse of multiplication is division, so we need to use division to solve this missing value. So if I take my 4,956 sweets and I divide those between 21 people, it will tell me how many sweets each person has. So if I take my 4,956 sweets and I make 100 bags of sweets, that's using 2,100 sweets altogether, and it leaves me with 2,856 sweets left in the box. If I take away another 2,100 sweets, which again makes 100 bags altogether, okay, then I have 756 sweets left. And I can keep taking away my sweets until I have nothing left in the box. So I could take away 210, which would be 10 bags of sweets. And that leaves me with 546 sweets, just using simple subtraction. This time I may decide to take away 420, which is 20 bags of sweets, leaving me with 126 sweets altogether. Now, we can't use 210 because it's too big. But what I could do is I could take away, well, if 10 lots is 210, half of that's going to be 105. So I could take away 105, that's going to be 5 bags. And that leaves me with 21 sweets. So finally take away 21, which is another bag, leaving me with nothing left over, which is fantastic. And then count up how many bags I made. It's 100, 200, 210, 230, 235, 236. So 21 lots of 236 would give me 4,956. If you need some more help with the long division, there's plenty of help earlier on in the early weeks of year 5. There's also some help in the year 6 section for this as well. But the key thing to remember from this is inverse just means opposite. Thanks very much for listening. look forward to speaking to you again soon, and don't forget to subscribe to the myminimaths.co.uk YouTube channel. Take care.